the presenters, any of them or all of them, can they conclude that within a reasonable degree of engineering certainty, the WTC 7 and the World Trade Center towers did not come down because of office fires?
Why don't you state your names, each of our remote speakers and our esteemed speakers in the House, and then your one-word conclusion, your one-word opinion to that question.
Well, I'll start. Are you there? My name is David Chandler, and my opinion is no, it did not come down due to office fires, none of them.
John?
Sure, yeah, I'll go next. My name is Jonathan Cole, PE, and after analyzing the motions of the towers and the fact that the official story relies on fire and those motions cannot be replicated, and I can categorically say that those towers could not have come down by gravity alone or fires.
Tony?
Yeah, I certainly agree with John. I agree with what John just said. The collapse dynamics are such that it could not possibly happen due to fire.
This is Eric. I would say that's not my area of expertise on the actual collapse itself, but I would say on the investigation, I'm 100% convinced that there is an intentional cover-up based on the negligence and the unwillingness to follow national standards.
Thank you. Mr. Leroy Hulsey.
This is a professional opinion, and I believe that office fires did not bring down any three of these buildings.
Richard, and just to follow up, we have the government's position and we have architects and engineers' position. We have the laws of physics or the laws of nature. And in a court of law, a judge can take judicial notice. These are things that both sides agree on. In your opinion, in this, with regards to the reports that the government have presented, how many times are they contrary to the laws of physics?
The laws of physics govern in this universe, and I have forgotten to provide my own opinion. These three buildings most certainly did not come down due to office fires.
Just to get closure on Dave's question, if anyone wants to, Richard or anyone else wants to answer, are there, in your observations, examples of where the government's conclusions defy the laws of physics or science?
Well, that's sort of my bailiwick. I'm a physics teacher. It violated conservation of energy. It violated conservation of momentum. They basically discount Newton's laws of motion. I mean, it is a wildly fictitious report as far as trying to actually align with the laws of physics.
And if I can add, it also violated thermodynamic laws. You cannot get molten steel from those fires, and also violated the second law of thermodynamics, entropy laws. You cannot get nanothermite to be made naturally from what happened that day. It has to be manufactured. So it defied the second law of entropy.
John, I think I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying that it defied thermodynamic laws. You cannot get molten iron or steel from those fires, so it defied those laws. And it defied the second law of thermodynamics, entropy laws. You cannot get a more organized thermitic material naturally being formed from those collapses.
And Steve is back.
Yeah, I agree that the NIST story violates all these scientific laws, and so they don't have any credible evidence for happening the way they said it did.
Thank you, Steve. That concludes our testimony. Any other questions?
No, I think we'll close for now so we can all eat. We'll look forward to seeing you back after the lunch break.